In this video, top tips on how to be the best at giving gifts.
Get them something cheap, so you can spend more money on your own camera.
Warren talks fruity language.
It did come like this.
And I compare a $400 entry-level camera with a digital mosaic, or what's under it. And it's not X-rated, by the way. Before we carry on, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Adorama for supporting this channel.
So if you've got quite a low budget, what can you get? What brand new camera that is good for learning on and good for taking good shots with? Well, you might want to take a look at this. It's a DSLR, it's APS-C, 1.5 times crop, and it's cheap. So here we go.
I always get asked what one should buy as a first camera, and I always recommend an entry-level DSLR. A boring choice, but that means you just focus on the photography and not the gear.
In terms of body features, there's not too much to talk about. It's plasticky, but that's not a bad thing because it's lightweight. It's lighter than a lot of other DSLRs. What else has it got? Well, it's got one card slot. Doesn't really matter for a beginner level. It's only when you progress to enthusiast levels that you start to complain about stuff, like one card slot.
There's nothing you can complain about in terms of image quality. It shoots nice pictures and video is alright, even if it isn't 4K.
Oh, trolley lady, UK trolley lady. Here we go. In terms of megapixels, 24 megapixels, which are pretty standard these days. A lot of cameras have megapixels. Cheap and expensive cameras have 24 megapixels. A Leica has 24 megapixels. So that's plenty for anybody to take good pictures.
Alright, it would have been nice if they put 4K in it. I mean, it's 2019 for God's sake, even if it is an entry-level camera. But for stills, I mean, what can I say? It focuses quickly. Job done.
That's some kind of kung fu camera techniques right there.
When price tag is this low, the expectation is low, and what else do you expect? Autofocusing points laid out in a heart shape, although that would be pretty cool. But look, even though this is duller than dirty dishwater, it's solid value for money. Therefore, you should buy one right now. Or maybe not. Because after getting home, I decided to see what else I could get for the same amount of money.
Right, this is as exciting as unboxing a thoroughly used golden box. Probably Saturn is gonna get. So here it goes. There we are. You know, can't complain. It's in pretty alright condition considering this is about 10 years old. I mean, it doesn't really matter that the box is in a bit of state, and I mean, you know, what's the point of having that in there? Ooh, got lots of batteries. They're all cheap Chinese batteries. Probably gonna explode in my face, or not going to hold too much of a charge. But, oh yeah, just love that this screen protector, it's not even on the screen. We don't need that anyway. Strap, don't need a strap. Instruction manual, brilliant. Recycle bin. Okay, and a cheap Chinese charger. New mower. But yeah, otherwise, it works. Fully functioning. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely nothing wrong with buying a used camera.
Totally nothing wrong. Just 10 years of greasy grippage, sweaty smidge. Alright, maybe a quick wipe will work wonders.
Wow, you don't know what germs are hiding under flaps, right? So I'm back here with the new Nikon D700. Well, not really new, just new to me. Here it is, boom. Oh, my rubber flap's falling off. Probably the first time I've ever used those combination words in the same sentence at the same time, but my rubber flap is falling off. Can you flick my flap, Warren?
Roller coasters.
Oh yes.
I can assure you, this flap flicking is mine in comparison to the amount of flap opening action this camera must have seen over its entire life. Yes, it's way past its expected shutter life of 150,000 actuations.
So Warren's here from Hong Kong, visiting from Hong Kong. Alright. I think he's probably a bit cold.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Used to subtropical climates of Hong Kong.
A good idea is to snuggle up, but not with each other, of course. One thing that is easy to warm to, though, the D700. Even Warren fancied a slice of the action.
Swingers.
Yes, we are.
Way back, this was one of my dream cameras. I was promising myself to save up enough money to buy this. But by the time I had enough money saved up, this was pretty much old tech. So I never got round to owning it until now. And how do I feel? It's still heavy. This is as heavy as I remember it. It's a heavy chunk of metal and plastic and rubber. But that's why I like it. It's built like a tank. Being 10 years older than a D3500, you can see its age in its slightly low-res screen and its single CF card slot. How cute! And it has a rather modest megapixel count of 12. But this is a robust body. It is super solid, unlike the D3500, which is really quite plasticky. D700, this is meant for some serious work. If we're just talking about the body, there's no competition. The D700 has the much better body. Age is still a really likeable body. The screen isn't small, viewfinder big and bright. And it takes AFD lenses and it focuses them. And that is where you can have some of the bargains when it comes to optics. I mean, for around $100 you can bag one of these 50 f1.4 AFDs. Focuses quicker than a used version, the AFS, loses out a little on wide open sharpness, but you can have these for around half of what you can get a used AFS version for. This 50mm AFD is noisy, but it focuses as quick as the kit lens on the D3500, but you get 51 AF points 15 cross type on the D700 and only 11 points 1 cross type on the D3500. Let me take some portraits of you. Whoops. Do you like that? Oh man, this lighting's not very flattering, but doesn't matter. Wow. I haven't set up yet. Oh, actually, give me your coins. We'll use that as an image quality test. It's a bit more stable than your face. You'd expect the image quality from the newer camera to be better. And it is. Better dynamic range and auto white balance. The latter can be fixed, the former not so much. But look, it's not like the image quality is terrible, and remember, this is full frame, so you get lots of nice bokeh. This is like a photography magazine test shot. Seriously though, considering its age, it doesn't really lag behind in terms of noise performance. In fact, it looks pretty close to D3500 right through the ISO range. Full frame, low megapixel count does the trick. Still, what would we pick?
I would take that over this.
Exactly, for the same price.
Any time of the day, any day of the week.
Every single day.
Every week in the year.
Over and over again. Do know that the D3500 isn't a bad choice as a beginner camera. If you want a new camera that also shoots crisp video, this is how it compares. Well, then it's the better choice, of course. I mean, okay, it makes sense that for an entry-level camera you don't spend too much. But why does it have to be a device that is like this? Of course it's got the automation, it's got the little guide saying, oh, what does this button do? It makes it a bit easier and it makes the flash pop up automatically. And with the D700 it's got pretty much all the features and more, and it doesn't really make it too complicated to use because it's got all the buttons and dials in the right places. It's meant for enthusiasts, but yet at the same time it doesn't make it too difficult to comprehend for beginners. If you're going to start off with this, you've got your crop lenses. If you upgrade to full frame, what are you going to do with these lenses? Nothing. Paperweight. With this, you can still use it with your, you know, well, maybe not your Z cameras because it won't focus. But if you're going to upgrade to another DSLR, it'll work. So that's why the D700 makes a lot of sense. So in some ways, the biggest competition with these entry-level DSLRs are with their own brands, old cameras, like this. And I know what I would buy, and I voted with my wallet. If you're looking for D700, you can expect to pay around low $300 for a beta D700 if you're lucky. Otherwise, expect to pay around $350 to $400 depending on condition, shutter count, box, etc. If it's not right, wait, there are tons of D700s around, but if you haven't got a load to spend on a camera and want to learn, you'll do well with one of these. Super happy to finally own the D700, even though with this many shutter actuations, it probably deserves to be retired and have an easy life, you know, pipe and slippers kind of thing, but in the camera world sense. But no, I'm going to keep shooting with it. I want to see how many shots it does before it finally gives up the ghost. Party time until the D700 dies. Anyway, thanks for watching, and one last shout out to the affiliate link partner of this channel, Adorama. If you have fancy a bit of gear, I doubt you'll be getting the D3500 now, but if you do, you know, please do click the links or